So you're going to Town Hall 10, or you're already there and you're wondering what you should upgrade as a new Town Hall 10. Well, my name is Klaus and welcome to the Town Hall 10 upgrade guide for 2018. Hey family, what's going on? Klaus here, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. And today we're going to be discussing what you should upgrade first as a new Town Hall 10. Now, the Town Hall 12 update back in June, I believe, actually changed a lot for a lot of Town Halls, especially Town Hall 10. I mean, Town Hall 10 now has siege machines. A lot of the upgrades are cheaper, or they take less time, and it's really changed a lot about what you should upgrade as a new Town Hall 10. Actually, to be honest, a lot of it stayed the same. It was really surprising as I did my math, my statistics on Excel, that a lot of it didn't really change. But since I'm going to be starting a brand new Town Hall 10 Let's Play very soon, I wanted to go ahead and get this upgrade guide done for those of you that need to learn what to upgrade first as a new Town Hall 10. First, I want to mention that if you did not max Town Hall 9, that includes max heroes, max lab, max walls, max buildings. If you have not maxed Town Hall 9, then this guide won't make a lot of sense because this was designed on the premise that you maxed out. If you didn't, then you're going to have extra upgrades and you're not going to know what to do with them. So be sure and max out your Town Hall 9 before you go to Town Hall 10. But now, let's get to the upgrade guide. Alright, so as a new Town Hall 10, you have access to a load of new buildings that I highly recommend that you get as soon as you possibly can. I would recommend maybe putting 3 of your builders out of the 5, if you have all 5, to building and really getting these new buildings set up and established. You have the 2 new Inferno Towers, guys, and go ahead and get those as early as you possibly can. I mean, they're absolutely worth it. I have an equation, I'll explain a lot more later, but basically, those new Inferno Towers are absolutely stupid insane for bringing value to your base and making you a lot more powerful. So get your new Inferno Towers, leave them at level 1 for now. After that, guys, we've got also the new cannon. Get that new cannon to previous Town Hall 9 max level, and same goes for all the other defenses that you see here. You're seeing the max Town Hall 10 level of all these buildings, but get them first to max Town Hall 9 level. Basically, make them match all of your other buildings. So you have the new cannon, new arch tower, 3rd X-bow, that's awesome. Also a 3rd dark elixir drill, that is also awesome. You get another bomb tower and then some new traps, air bomb, seeking air mine, skeleton trap, and a giant bomb. These new defenses, these new traps, and obviously that dark elixir drill will bring a lot of value to your base, and it is absolutely recommended that you get them early on, in like day 1, as many as you possibly can. Also, you get 25 new walls. Those are very important to get because it'll help you to design and build a lot more complicated base designs and help to, throw off your attackers that are maybe attacking you in war or possibly even in multiplayer. So step 1 is get all of the new buildings, or as many as you possibly can. But there are other first day priorities that you need to consider, and that's actually what we'll be covering next. So another very important thing to consider is your offensive buildings. Your offensive buildings these are actually all the elixir upgrades. I tend to want to prioritize elixir because elixir is honestly one of the most difficult things to farm in Clash of Clans for me personally. These are all the elixir upgrades that you get as a Town Hall 10, and they're all offensive based. And so obviously the #1 priority for your base, and what I will be doing very first thing I'll be upgrading as a new Town Hall 10 will be the laboratory. Going to level 8, being able to unlock more powerful troops to be able to attack even better. And if you have a laboratory upgrade that's left over, you can run them simultaneously. So that includes, like if you have the barbarian upgrade or whatever it is that you wait into the very last second, you can run them at the same time. So laboratory is #1 priority. Something that will take you a long time, but is definitely worth it, is the new army camp level. At Town Hall 9, you can hold 220 troops. Now you can hold 240. So it is highly suggested that you upgrade your army camps as early as you can. I generally try to prioritize those absolutely first behind getting that laboratory done. After that, guys, we have the barracks, and each barracks, all 4, get 1 upgrade that will unlock the miner and make the miners a much quicker troop to train as you completely max out these barracks. It's recommended to do this 1 at a time because if you have one of them upgraded, your army takes longer time to train because that barracks is basically you can't use it. So that barracks will unlock miners, which are an absolute top priority for you to be able to farm Dark Elixir later on in Town Hall 10. So highly recommend that you upgrade those barracks. Right after that, guys, we have the Dark Barracks. And the Dark Barracks going to level 7 will unlock the Bowler. Again, a hugely valuable troop. One of the best troops in the game, if I can put in my opinion there. The Dark Barracks is an amazing upgrade. So I really highly recommend you upgrade those as early as you can too. Now, I know you only have 5 builders, but I'm giving you guys the top priorities to focus on based on how much loot you have and based on what you want to upgrade. And then lastly, guys, is the Spell Factory. Now, upgrading the Spell Factory to level 5 will unlock the Clone Spell. That doesn't make a huge difference to me. I don't personally use the clone spell, but you might enjoy the heck out of it. But what I really like about the Spell Factory upgrade is that it allows you to bring an extra spell to your attacks. Now that's either 1 elixir spell or 2 dark elixir spells or 2 free spells. Free spells have been changed to where they don't take 2 spell capacity anymore. They only take 1 spell capacity now. So upgrading the Spell Factory can allow you to bring an extra spell or 2 dark spells or free spell. It's an absolute amazing upgrade, guys. So these 5 upgrades, which actually represent more like 20 because there's 4 army camps, 4 barracks, 2 dark barracks. Okay, maybe more like 15, but still, these upgrades here represent some of the most important upgrades that you can do as a new Town Hall 10 and should be your primary focus. You should really focus on upgrading these things because it's going to make you a better attacker so that you can do better in war, get more loot, or push to get the better loot bonus, or just simply to farm to be able to beat bases even better. So, focus on the elixir offensive buildings. Now let's kick over to the gold upgrades. So while you're using all of your elixir on all of those offensive buildings, you're going to have extra gold, and it is my top priority to pour that gold into your clan castle. The clan castle will go from holding only 30 troop capacity to 35. So that will bring an extra balloon or an extra hog or an extra giant or whatever it is you decide to bring in the clan castle. Those max Town Hall 12 level troops are really the tipping point for any attacker. So having more in your clan castle is absolutely worth it. Also, upgrading and maxing out. Now, earlier we were talking about taking your new buildings and everything to Town Hall 9 max. Now we're talking about taking these things to Town Hall 10 max. All of your traps, I recommend, because traps are ultimately what makes a base great. You can have a base with max defenses, but if the base design and the traps aren't set right, it's an easy base to beat. The traps are underrated in the Clash community and absolutely need to be prioritized here. So if you have extra gold that you're not using on your clan castle, or maybe not in your walls, because you do want to make sure you're upgrading and maxing your walls as well, then you have these traps that you really should max out. I will be prioritizing my traps to maxing to Town Hall 10 max way before I decide to prioritize and max my defenses, because honestly, your defenses can wait, because it's really, again, the traps that make a base great. So let's just no, we don't need to recap that. That's simple. You guys understand. Gold into clan castle and traps after your new traps and your new defenses are at Town Hall 9 max level, which we covered in step 1 of this upgrade guide. Now, I think we should get to what we've all been waiting for, and that is the defensive upgrades. Which defense should you upgrade first? And I guess while I'm thinking about it, guys, don't forget your heroes, all right? Keep pouring dark elixir into your king and your queen. I thought that almost went without saying, but some people don't realize that. Put your dark elixir into your queen, into your king, get them from level 30 to level 40. So, with all that being said, let's get into the defensive side of this upgrade guide. And here it is, guys, a moment we've all been waiting for, the defensive list for the Town Hall 10 upgrade guide of 2018. Now, for those of you that are wondering how I came up with this, I wanted it to be based on math. And so here is the formula. I took the damage per second added per the defense. I multiplied that by its range, because each of these defenses has a different amount of range it can hit, and then the target percentage. And so what that means is, can it hit ground or air or both? And then the type. What type is it? Is it splash damage or is it single targeting? Splash damage, I gave it a multiplier of 5 because that seems to be about the average amount of troops a splash damage defense can hit. versus a single targeting, which only hits 1. I multiplied all that together and divided it by the amount of time that the defense will take to upgrade. Now, something to remind you guys about is that this guide is all about adding as much damage on your base output as possible. What that means is that what's going to make your base defend your loot or defend your stars the best. That is what we're looking at right now. The perfect world that you can farm up all the loot no matter what and not worrying about war weights, because honestly at Town Hall 10, unless you have a max Town Hall 10 base with max defenses, you're going to get 3-starred every single war now because of siege machines. So, oh, and that reminds me, upgrade the clan castle because it can now hold siege machines. Anyway, so yeah, it's all about adding as much damage on your base as possible to defend your trophies, your stars, or your loot. So with that formula put into play, we have some insane numbers, guys. The Inferno Tower at level 1, remember you already got your level 1 Inferno Towers because it's a new building. The level 1 Inferno Tower has a adjusted damage per second over time, or something I've called the effectiveness of the defense, is rated at 1,667. Okay, that sounds like a really, really big number, especially when you compare it to the X-Bow upgrade, which has an effectivity rating of 13.8. Yes, 13.8 compared to 1600. So yeah, guys, it's a huge upgrade. You definitely want to upgrade the Inferno Tower to level 1 as soon as possible. But then the Inferno Tower level 2 and 3, which is, you know, that's what those two represent, are crazy as well with a rating of 318 and 307 respectively. So it is my professional opinion, if you allow me to say that, that you should max out your Inferno Towers on your new Town Hall 10 as soon as you possibly can. After that, guys, we have the Wizard Towers, and the Wizard Tower at Town Hall 10 gets 2 levels if you maxed out Town Hall 9, and the effectivity level for Wizard Tower going to level 8 is 50, and a Wizard Tower going to level 9 is 40. So those are the number 3 and 4 priorities for your defenses. Following, we have the Cannon level 12 with an effective rating of 27, and then the Cannon level 13 with the rating of 24. So it's very, very apparent because of the numbers how quickly they decrease, how important it is to upgrade those Inferno Towers. After that, guys, we have the Bomb Tower with the rating of 24 yet again, and then both Archer Tower upgrades. Okay, the first Archer Tower upgrade going to level 12 only has an effective rating of 20, but then if an Archer Tower going to level 13 has an effective rating of 24, so that means that taking your Archer Tower to max is actually more beneficial than leaving them at the previous level of level 12. And then after that, guys, we have the Air Defense, and the Air Defense effective rating is 17, and then the Mortar, which is a 14, and then the X-Bow, which is 13, and then the Tesla, which is 10, and then the Sweeper, which doesn't do any damage, actually ends up with a 0. So guys, again, using that equation that I showed you guys on the screen, that is your priority for upgrading your defenses on your base. Now, there are some adjustments that I personally probably will make. I'll put the air defense probably up here because I just know how beneficial air defenses are against defending against stuff like Queen Walks and Lava Hound, balloon attacks, and dragons, and things like that. We definitely want to have strong air defenses, and that's probably, I'll probably put the Archer Tower up there as well, but this is the list based on a completely objective mathematical equation, and you know, use it how you will. Remember, guys, that it's your account, it is your game, and you can upgrade it how you want. But if you enjoy and if you agree with my equation for figuring out what the best upgrades are, this is the list that you should use. So again, I'll go into photo mode. Be sure to make a snapshot of that. Use it on your own, you know, make marks using this Sketch app or whatever. And I'll even smile for you so you don't have a really stupid snapshot. So here we go. Snap it in 3, 2, 1. There you go. All right, so perfect. Now, guys, that is going to do it for our Town Hall 10 upgrade guide. We discussed everything. And remember, get your new buildings, max them to Town Hall 9 max, leave the Infernos level 1. Use your upgrade your elixir upgrades as soon as you can because that's offensive buildings. Put your gold into your traps and your clan castles. Obviously, dark elixir into your heroes. A lot of people are going to be asking me about the laboratory. What should you upgrade in the laboratory as far as troops, as far as spells are concerned? And my recommendation is either 1, upgrade what you use, or 2, upgrade what you see other people are using. So what I mean by that is if you really like war, watch your clanmates or watch some war videos or streams on YouTube or Twitch and really get to know the attack strategies that really work. Upgrade those troops. If you don't care about war, use whatever troops you like the best. My top priority for upgrading it to a farm Dark Elixir will be miners. My number one priority for upgrading and doing really well in war will likely be bowlers. But you know what? It's going to change. A lot of people like Lava Hound and Balloon. A lot of people like Valkyries for 10/10. A lot of people like Hogs for 10/10. I mean, there's so many options, guys, and I can't tell you which troop you should use. You just have to do the research on your own. So that's my little tidbit about the Town Hall 10 laboratory. And that's it for the upgrade guide, guys. This has been good. I'm looking forward to using this guide on my own Town Hall 10 Let's Play, which I believe will begin tomorrow or the next day. This kind of depends on the amount of time that I have. So guys, thank you all so much for tuning in. Like this video if you liked it. Share it with your friends, your clanmates, whoever would find it helpful. And hit that subscribe button if you have not done so already for daily gaming videos and to hopefully learn as much as we possibly can so that we can be awesome clashers. That's all for me. I love each and every one of you, and I will see you all again next time.